Welcome to our Fridays at First podcast. My name is Richard Gibbons and I'm a member of the pastoral staff at First Presbyterian Church in downtown Greenville, here in South Carolina. Welcome. Each week, one of my favourite things is when children or dads tell me their favourite jokes. Sometimes the children will make up a joke which does not make sense, but on the other hand, some of my jokes are also underappreciated. Here is my pick of the crop this week. Why are my dogs called Rolex and Timex? Answer: because they're both watchdogs. I asked my surgeon if I could administer my own anaesthesia. He said, "Go ahead, knock yourself out." What do you call an alligator wearing a vest? An investigator. Earlier this week, I had the enormous privilege of meeting our children's ministry and youth summer interns. Over the next couple of weeks, I hope to introduce you to them, as you will probably bump into them as they participate in the church's summer activities. Stone Dixon is a rising sophomore at Anderson University, majoring in finance. Catherine Ann Batson just completed her senior year at Clemson with a major in communications. Sam Norris recently graduated from Anderson University, where he played on the golf team and served in campus ministries. Our youth ministry interns are excited to be part of our growing church family for the summer and are eager to see what God has in store for them over the next few months. Please take a moment and welcome them to the First Pres family. In next week's Connect at First newsletter, we will also introduce you to the children's ministry summer interns. As we begin to move through the summer, all junior and senior high students are invited to a fun-filled summer of weekly activities, both on and off campus. A save-the-date schedule has been shared recently, and detailed events will be updated on our regular website. The best way to stay in the loop is to sign up for the Roots weekly email for timely updates and reminders. To subscribe, please contact Mason Simmons or Courtney Rockness. And once again, I am joined by my genial co-host, Michelle Ward. Michelle is joined by Caleb McKisic, who leads our sports ministry and has some wonderful updates to give us. Michelle, Caleb, welcome.
Well, thank you so much again, Richard, and happy Friday, everyone. I am so excited to welcome Caleb McKisic back to the podcast. Caleb is our first Pres Sports Director, and we are excited to hear about all the things that are coming up in the gym and at First Pres Sports this summer. Welcome, Caleb.
Yeah, thank you for having me again, Michelle. Really appreciate it.
Absolutely. All right, so tell our listeners kind of what's going on day to day and week to week here at First Presbyterian Church and in the gym.
Absolutely. So we've got open play in the gym for everybody from 12:30 to 5 most days. So that'll be Monday through Friday. So anybody can come out and play pickleball, play basketball, beat the heat, come on in. We'd love to have you. In the mornings and the evenings, we have more organized play with summer sports camp for kindergartners through fifth graders.
Okay.
And then in the evenings, we've got our summer basketball league. So that is for kindergartners through high schoolers for a nice summer development league for those kids.
Oh, that's fun. Okay. All right. Well, so tell me, the morning camps, do you have any availability for those if people are looking for something for their kids to do?
We sure do. So we've got a lot of kids that come in there. We do have limited space to make sure we have a safe environment for the kids, a fun environment for the kids, a proper staff to camper ratio.
Okay.
But we do have some weeks that are almost filled.
Okay.
But we do have 10 weeks of summer that you can still sign up for.
Wow.
Those camps are from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday.
And are they sports related? Most all of them because they're in the gym? And
They are. They're sports related. Each week we have a different sport theme for the week where we play a lot of games in the gym related to that sport, a lot of progressions for the kids, age appropriate. They have a blast. Our goal is to get them to go home exhausted so that parents have their kids taking a nap. If we've done that, we've won for you guys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Gosh, those sports camps are really key. And then, like you said, you focus on a different sport. So even if a child is particularly fond of soccer, then they get an exposure maybe to different different sports like basketball, or I think one of my sons was even saying maybe golf.
We do. Yep. We've got indoor golf equipment. So there's something for everybody.
Oh, that's great. Okay. Well, so parents, you heard him. There's limited space available for those camps. So go ahead and get your kids signed up, and you can find a week-by-week schedule at firstpressports.com, correct?
You sure can. Firstpressports.com is the best place to find that information.
Okay, and then when you say open play, that means like someone like me can just, do I sign up online, or do I just show up and play pickleball, play basketball?
You can just show up. You can come on in. It is free for First Pres members,
Cool.
for Covenant partners. So come on in. We do have a waiver that everybody will need to sign. Once you've got that signed, you're good to go. You just check in with the gym monitor and play as you like.
Okay, great. And then what is the cost for, say, somebody who may not be a Covenant partner here? What does that look like?
Covenant partners can bring in any number of guests at no charge. So bring on your guests. We also invite the community. If the community wants to come in without being connected to a Covenant partner, they still can. That's a $5 day pass for them.
Great.
But bring as many guests as you want as a Covenant partner, and they will not have to pay.
Okay, that's wonderful. All right, and then these basketball leagues, so maybe kind of like what church league is during the school year or during the winter, that is the summer league, and so it's the same thing.
It is similar, yes, in that you have a league, but we don't have First Pres teams playing against other church teams.
Okay.
It's a combination of players playing with and for and against one another. It's more summer development for a player.
Okay.
So you'll play with your team, but instead of having a team practice, we'll have a division-wide skills clinic. So all the players learn a lot of skills at these skills clinics, and then they'll play their game. But if they're used to playing with their team with First Pres for Clubby, be ready to play against some of those friends. It can be a really fun, exciting dynamic there.
Oh, yeah, that is fun. Well, it's kind of probably, too, how they might scrimmage during the winter season and all. Okay. Well, that is so exciting. Well, Caleb, is there anything else that you want to share with us about First Pres Sports or some of the things coming up, even beyond summer?
Sure, absolutely. Well, we do also have adult pickleball leagues. I know there's a lot of adults who are loving to get in on this trend. It's the fastest growing sport in America. So if you're excited to learn how to play, come on in during open play. If you want to get more competition involved, we are starting to do some summer pickleball leagues as well.
Fun.
They're very flexible. So we're doing what's called a challenge league, where you can actually play on a flexible schedule, where we have a team directory where you can just reach out to your opponent whenever you want to, challenge and schedule your matches whenever you'd like, record those scores online. It's a fun, competitive way to get into the game of pickleball. So that's available also at firstpressports.com.
Well, and pickleball is just something, y'all, that everybody is playing. I mean, my high school boys do it every Friday night. They meet a group of kids at a pickleball court. They're playing. And then you see a lot of our senior adults who maybe even love tennis, but tennis is real hard on the knees. So it's just all ages. And actually, I was on social media yesterday, and somebody had put out there on Greenville Ask and Tell, how can I get involved in pickleball? So not having a team, this is a great way for someone who's just starting, or even somebody who's already got a couple of people that they're playing with and just want to add to their playing time. Well, very cool. Was there anything else you want to share?
That about covers it.
Covers
but we've got sports for adults, for children. We do have sort of a rotation going on. So we've got our adult basketball leagues in the spring and the fall.
Okay.
And then we've got our youth basketball leagues in the winter and summer. So you can expect that rotation if you want to get your kids involved, or if you want to get involved yourself as an adult. That's kind of what we've got going. But we're excited to see everybody.
Okay. Well, I did that. I played in one game as an adult, as a sub, and I think, Caleb, that was it for me.
You did great. I remember.
I have a whole new respect for people who play basketball as adults and children, really, now. Well, listen, Caleb, thank you. And listeners, if you guys have any questions, or if you just want to get online and explore, just hit on firstpressports.com, and you can find all of the information there. And we hope that you will come out and play with us this summer. Thanks again, Caleb.
Yeah, thanks again for having me.
Caleb and Michelle, thank you for that update. We are indebted to you and looking forward to all of the sports events coming up. Listeners should know, however, that if you participate in the Pickleball Challenge League, you will also be provided with copious quantities of ibuprofen when you register. As our focus shifts to Sunday, please give a warm First Pres welcome to the Robertson family, as Brother Ari, Mom Natalie, and Dad Drew bring Ty, 8 months, to the 8:30 service for his baptism. At the 11 o'clock service, we will welcome the Clayton family as Ann Carter, 7 months old, brings her brother Ford along with her mom and dad for her baptism. Baptisms are always a special time as families promise to raise their children in a Christian home under the promise of God's infinite love and care for them. On Sunday morning, we will also be continuing to explore the New Testament epistle of 1 Peter as we look at our series entitled, What Do We Believe? This week, we will be studying 1 Peter chapter 2, verses 1 through 9. And in a follow-up to last Sunday, we will be looking at the importance of time spent in God's Word. Please take a moment and read this passage as you prepare to join us on Sunday morning. After the morning service on Sunday, I will be travelling to Berlin in Germany. The Billy Graham Association is hosting a European Congress, and 1,000 pastors and ministry leaders from 55 countries and territories across Europe will participate. The main sessions will be translated into 8 languages, and I will be conducting the communion service at the close of the Congress. I will be most appreciative of your prayers for this trip. Meanwhile, I trust you have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday morning.